let's do this. Comment say y'all want to see more sneakers content, so let's talk footwear. I'm gonna pull out 30 pairs of my personal favorites, not regarding hype or any of the like, just personal favorites. Let's get into it. Let's talk fit before we get into anything. St. Michael T, per usual. Static Passion sweats. Crocs fit in the crib. As you can see, I ripped off anything related to sport mode. We're never in sport mode. Yeah. Let's just get into it. So, off the rip. Number one, probably these Fat Lace Rick Owens Ramones. I'll do like a little, whatever for the sake of aesthetic. Let's just start here. Those are just a smooth way of like elevated Chuck Taylors. I like them on my son, I like them on myself. I get like this little ankle love out of the tattoos off these. It cuts pretty low. This is my birthday in Roman numerals, Future DS2 right here, one of my favorite albums and inspirations behind me doing music, so one of those for sure. And Rick is easily one of my favorite designers. Jumbo Lace Geos, probably next on the list. Steph actually bought me these. Shouts to the broski. These Balenciaga Croc collabs. Fire. Didn't rip off the sport mode for obvious reasons, but easily a good go-to. Marty slides. I wear these often to pretty much just go get the mail. So, yeah. 85s. I can wear these every day of my life and be good to go. This is a great pair sourced by the good folks over at Justin Reed. Shout out to Ryan and Justin for always making sure I'm straight. Kobe as well. Great pair. Aesthetically pleasing. Little do y'all know, Michael Jordan played his first NBA game on my actual birthday, October 26, 1984, against the team closest to my birth city, which is Baltimore, Maryland. They played the Washington Bullets in 1984. 8 years later, I was born. 8 being a number of Kobe, it means a lot to me. So, 85s for sure. These newbies, I believe they are, what are they, 2002s? Y'all gonna flame me in the comments when I know them, but I think they're 2002s. Something like that. My mind goes to a different place with these specifically because it reminds me of what Virgil did with his Jordan 1 collab in the 10 that he released it, where he just kind of like opened them up. And, oh yeah, they are 2002s by the way. He just kind of opened them up, and if you take similar to like a 992, where it's just like, and we grew up on these. This is my first shoe I wore. This is my sneaker. This was like my go back to school shoe for 9th grade. Newtown High School, ended up transferring to Pikesville High School back in Baltimore. But yeah, if you look at just the similarities between the silhouette and the fact that it was just kind of like opened up, and I don't know, it just reminds me very similarly to what Virgil did with this in comparison to like an 85. So these are on the list for sure. Always wearing these to drop my son off at daycare or school rather, whatever the case is. Put these in the mix as well. Off-white ones, 85s, 2002s. For the sake of the crib, we gotta go 992s. For the sake of comfort, always pack these. I like them as they get a bit beat up, and it's a good shoe to just bring with me when I travel to be able to get a run in and still get a fit off at the same time. All the guys who know. Let me see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go frags. Frags just in the sense of just like white, black, and blue being a great colorway. And then as you can see, I believe it's on this side, the fragment tattoo. For me, I don't know if y'all know, but Nigo's a huge inspiration. If you see me in Bape, it's 100% from Nigo era, meaning anything 2011 dating back. We credit Pharrell with a lot of fashion influence and a lot of what he was able to bring to us by way of his contribution to the world of fashion. Billionaire Boys Club, ice cream, so on and so forth, came by way of Nigo's influence and his infrastructure with that of Bape. Nigo studied under Hiroshi Fujiwara, who is Fragment, for those who don't know. And the reason I got this tattoo specifically was because the 3 crosses represent that of like the Holy Trinity, and the fact that like I look at my father as the OG of everything, and then me, and then that of my son. So those 3 crosses symbolize like the unity between us 3. And then the lightning bolts, it's like my dad, it's me, and it's that union. So it's like 1 lightning bolt, 2nd lightning bolt, bound to that of a circle, which means like forever, infinite life, or whatever the case is. So it just means a lot to me. And then that whole idea behind Hiroshi being the sensei to Nigo, who is like
Bape
everything
stars.
to me. My son's name is Milo, so on and so forth. And if you know anything about Bape, you know about Baby Milo. Yeah, I got the Bape stars right here as well. So shout out to Nigo. Oh, and I got Baby Milo tatted right here. So yeah, gotta go with that for sure. How many is that? 9. Chicago SBs. Just a pair that I have a blast with. Just a pair that I have a blast with. As you can see, they got paint on them and all of that. Around here, we really wear our shoes, so yeah, another great pair. Keep them by the door. Walking around downtown LA can get crazy. Hella dirty outside, so just a good pair to always hit the streets in. And since it's got that good SB comfort, you can have a blast with these. Great pair, one of my favorites for sure. Y'all probably think I'm just grabbing the closest shit to me, but these actually like my favorites. I feel like these are gonna appreciate crazily one day. It's like the poor man's with the dump, the with the P-Rod. Shout out to Paul Rodriguez. I don't even really know him, but I just thought the silhouette was super fire, and I have a great respect for what he did. And the way they piece these together are incredible. I need like 2-3 more pair before they inflate over the next like 4 or 5 years. So another good one. These Rick sandals. I had the lows. Airbnb got robbed with like all my jewelry, hella like, I don't even want to talk about it. A house in Fort Lauderdale, me and the bros. Oh my gosh, shit went crazy. But long and short, we're gonna focus on the positive and not the negative. We blessed over here. I still got my highs. You can store things in these pockets, and they're really just a cool way to get a fit off. If you got like a matching set, you can tuck in here. If you want to get a tattoo off by way of this right here and wear like a low sock or something like that. If you got like, if you a girl and you got them on, you got nice feet, you can get your toes off. So these are just multifunctional, great statement piece. You could wear like a calm blank sweatsuit and just throw them on and be good to go. Let me see. Probably these Travis SBs gotta go in it. Top 30, just an easy way to hit the streets and not worry about if they dirty or clean. As you can see, I ripped mine all apart. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we build on like that. So that's 13. And he shot this campaign with Evan Mock on a camcorder, if I'm not mistaken. They had a big billboard up in, like right off of Sunset. If you know, you know. Another good, a really good pair. Invert Celtics, gotta go in the mix. I feel like these didn't get the love that they deserve, but one of my favorite shoes, easily. If you do the invert feature on your iPhone or by way of an app, this turns into black and pink, and this turns into white and green, so the colors kind of play off each other. I need to wear these more, but invert Celtics for sure. Go in the mix. 14. Poor man's 85, absolutely not. Shoe a great sneaker, and I also feel like it's a decent play on that of an 85. The high cut, the like aged midsole. It's really supposed to stand for shugu, like a signified shugu. But if you look at the silhouette of an 85 versus this shoe, even with the yellow stitching along the sole, is kind of very reminiscent of like a Chicago or something along those lines. Another good pair. I love these. I wear a 10.5. They're actually a 10. I had them for mad long, and they slightly too small, but I get them off all the time. Oh, Carpet Companies. Carpet Company is a skate shop in Baltimore where I'm from. They got an SB collab, and I think they did incredible. One of my favorite releases of what I believe was 2021. I think it's 2021. I think it's, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but brought to you by the Habibis at Carpet Department. I love these with everything in me. Yeah, collaboration from the crib is crazy. Like Young Me would have literally blacked out off of somebody from Baltimore getting the Nike SB. That's like crazy. So those go in the mix for sure. Grateful Dead, the yellow pair. Yellow's one of my favorite colors, so these gotta go for sure. Yeah, as you can see, I wear these all the time. I wear literally all my shoes, by the way. How many is that? I think that's 17. We can grab some other pairs. Let me grab a couple pairs of Y3s. Not Y3s, MMYs. Let me grab a few pairs of them. Oh, while I'm here, we can do these. These blazers, I've never worn them. They have an aged midsole off the rip. The number one reason I love these so much is because with the 5s, Nike was pressuring Virgil to not execute his full idea with these holes being fully exposed. They kept telling him he needed to offer the option of like having the holes closed versus open. And with these, he finally was able to just do exactly what he wanted to do and execute the idea in full. So these go in the mix for sure. Not a like super hype release, but these for sure. My bad, for sure. And when I was younger, I had an OG pair of 5s from, what's that, 90? 89 or 90? I don't even remember, but I had an OG pair of 5s from 89 or 90 with, it was actually this same silhouette. It was white with the black midsole, the red flame, Nike Air on the back.
Yoshi.
Midsole was crumbling. But this pair is like very reminiscent of that of my childhood. Then you get the off-white features, so shout out to the GOAT being Virgil. But I'm gonna grab some MMYs. Definitely. I wear these at least once a week. I wear these at least once a week. Two very just like easily compatible colorways with a lot of different fits. More often than not, I just grab what's right in front of me, and I keep a lot of shit in front of me. So these go in the mix. If I want to get a mid off, I'll do them. If I want to get like a low off, I'll do these. There's a couple more pairs too that I really like, but we'll save those. How many is this? 30?
21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 20. 21, by the way. Let me get into it. LeBron 8 lows, the Sprites. I actually had these when I was younger. These meant a lot to me. Fun story about the South Beach 8s. I'm in my dorm room at Stevenson University, and I overslept on the release. It's for the South Beaches, not the Sprites, but the South Beaches. I wake up, I drive to, if you're from Baltimore, you know, I drive to Security Mall, Foot Action, try to buy the sneaks. They don't even have them. They laughing at me, this, that, and the third. What made you think you could pull up? The release is sold out. You're a fool, this, that. I drive from Security down to Mondawmin, get to Mondawmin. I wear a 10.5. They had an 8. I buy the 8. Surprisingly enough, they still had an 8. It was like 1 p.m. Store opened at 9. You already know. So I buy the 8. I go to the barbershop, which was like a hub for everything. Anything cool, anything fashion, anything music, you know, just regular neighborhood barbershop type shit. I actually used to work there too, but regular neighborhood barbershop type shit. And my boy asked me, one of the barbers asked me, like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? You look down, X, Y, Z. I said, bro, I got the South Beach 8s, but I can't fit them. I done tried taking the sole out. They 2.5 sizes too small. He like, what size you got? I said, I got an 8. He's like, what size you need? I said, I need a 10.5. He said, you'll never believe it, but a guy just left. He got 10.5 and need an 8. So we both had to just get a nigga $20. He actually charged the other nigga $20. Didn't even charge me nothing, but long and short, that's how I got my South Beach 8s. These Sprites mean a lot to me just because of the fact that the 8 was one of my favorite silhouettes, and they just retroed them. I'm actually big into the browns. I'm actually about to go brown crazy, just go grab all the OGs real quick. So we'll put them in the mix. Another good shoe to travel with if I want to get a run in. Let's go Heineken's. They can get love. Just one of my favorite SBs. Chunky Dunkies used to be like a really big deal to me, but I know I can grab some other pairs that mean more to me than that. Oh, Geiger's. Geiger was one of the first people to actually show me mad love. Back when I was in college, he gave me a lot of great advice. This pair specifically means a lot to me because he put my name on them, 1, 2. They're actually hand distressed. This is actually nubuck that's hand distressed right before they ship out, or boxed up rather. Walking around DTLA and just other cities and shit like that. Like I remember one time, somebody stepped on my foot and I seen the scuff, and the next thing you know, the scuff just went away because of that buffing of the nubuck. Just a great pair, and the story behind Geiger versus Nike, what the Air Force One high meant to him coming up, and being able to get 2 pairs of shoes versus 1 going back to school, because Air Force Ones don't cost that much money in comparison to like foam posits and other shit like that we used to like. You could get 2 pair of these for like, well, Air Force One highs for like $100 a pop. You could get 2 pairs. So he'd get like a white pair, a black pair, as opposed to getting a pair of $175 Jordans or $225 foam posits or some shit like that back then. So seeing my boy really bring this whole idea to life is like amazing. So these for sure. I should have picked them up first. Them at 85 is my favorite right now. The boy and these Nocta joints. I think these are incredible. They got a lot of flack for looking like a lot of different shoes, lugs, K-Swiss, this and that, but I actually love them. And honestly, I should put them on for the rest of this, for the rest of the interview. Block my feet out. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm bugging. I'm super bugging. I got like a little bit left.
I was wondering when you were gonna.
Yeah. So, Cactus, Swarovski or Swarovski. I don't even really know how to pronounce that word, but collab dunks. These are like incredible. I love these with everything. Easily one of my favorites. Easily one of my best purchases. These for sure. The Skunks. I contemplate giving them a haircut every single day, but I love these with everything in me. The soles, the biodegradable aspect to them. I think these are another great Cactus Plant Flea Market collab with Nike. They did a great job.
Battery's dying.
I only got a little bit more time.
I know, I'm just telling you.
These for sure. We can throw these in the mix. The sizing was crazy with these. I wear 10.5. These are 12. Don't even make no damn sense. Those can go in the mix. I got 3 more pairs. Yikes. Let's go. Long on Curve that started it all. We can go Louis Trainers. These mean everything to me, and I can go back to why as long as the camera don't die. These Louis Trainers, I remember Virgil shared a photo where they swapped out the sole like 3 different ways, and I had to get these just because of the fact that I saw the process come to life. And I haven't even worn them yet, but probably, no, I ain't gonna grab them. I'm gonna go with the Static Passions. I'm gonna go with these Complex Con Off-White Air Force Ones. These mean everything to me. As you can see, they're beat to absolute shit. I rode on them myself. I washed them a bunch of times, so the inside is bleached and shit like that, but I love these. I ripped the tips off, tied them on like crazy loose ends and shit like that, but I have a great time with these. I throw them on whenever I feel like I want to make a statement. But these specifically, if you don't know, when Rocky did the ASAP Rocky, when he did the SRLO sneaker with Under Armour, I was behind that collaboration. And when I parted ways with the company, I vowed to like never wear their footwear again. So when the Lanvin Curb came to life, I just went crazy and bought like almost every pair of the original colorways. So yeah, these mean a lot to me. I got probably like 9, maybe 10 pairs of Curbs in general, well in total rather. But this pair specifically means the most to me because it was the first pair to really attract my attention. And these are actually the colorway. This is the colorway for University of Maryland, so it really, really, really means a lot to me. So yeah, I think that's 30 pairs. We can stand up and just kind of go through it. Yup. Should I pull out like an honorable mention since we got a little bit of time?
Yeah.
An honorable mention, probably. These, I have like I love taking like classic silhouettes and finding like a upgraded, more high-end model to just kind of diversify myself a bit from the pack. These remind me of that of an Air Force One, so I don't even mind if these get as fucked up as my Static Passion Complex Con Off-White Forces. And then these obviously are reminiscent to that of Chuck Taylor High. I've never worn Chucks. I've never found them to be comfortable. But as you can see, I do the Rick Owens Ramones, and with these MMYs, Mahara, what is it, Mason Mahara Yasuhiro, MMYs for the good guys for certain, for sure. Easily one of my favorites. Sometimes I go loose lace, sometimes I tie them, but yeah, great pair.
Last question before we run out of time.
Yeah, let's go.
Favorite pair out of all of these?
Out of all of these?
Top 1.
Top 1?
Not even top 2, top 1.
I gotta go 85. Yeah, just for the lineage, I gotta go 85. But it's like an honorable mention as a close second. These, just from what my boy was able to do with these. This man went head to head with Nike, bro. Like, who you know that went head to head with Nike, bro? And I got stories about me and Nike for days, but my boy went crazy. I'm proud of him. Honestly, I love you, John, but I gotta go 85s. 85s for sure. Yeah, 85. This is a good pair too. So yeah, 30 pairs of my personal favorites from the fleet. Yeah.
It died.